Imagine a countryside where children can't walk to school. They can't even go out and play. Where hundreds of them, maybe thousands, nobody agrees on the figures, are killed each year by wild animals. Where the villages, the towns and even people on the edge of cities where it happens get together with clubs and sticks to hunt down the animal responsible, and where the authorities send in officials to rescue that animal and try to rehabilitate it, sometimes translocating it, a known man-eater, to another area. That's what India is like. It's in the grip of a wildlife policy that's out of control. This is the face of a tiger widow. A week ago, Nilima's husband was picking herbs in the evening on the way back from work, and a tiger took him. Few survive tiger attacks. Her relations are worried about the compensation. The man who died was the only breadwinner in this house. The widow will get around £20,000, the same if he were an old man or an infant. Rajiv Matthew is one of the people the Indian government calls on when there is a problem tiger.
I basically advise the government as to what problems are with wildlife and how they can be controlled, in the sense that we came from a time of paucity of wild animals. Now we have many, not as many as we would like to have, but we don't have the available habitats.
Attacks here in the shadow of the Chandrapur power station are among the highest in India. There is at least one large animal attack on people a week in Chandrapur, mainly by tigers and leopards.
2 साल पहले
5-year-old child was walking along this way, along the path about 2 years ago, was killed by a leopard. So now they've cleared out the brush because of the conflict, so now it's reduced.
I ask Rajiv how he feels about the increasing number of big cat attacks on people.
Angry, and I also feel that it was an unnecessary death, because we are not doing what we should be doing. There are a lot of people who say that yes, tigers should be saved and tigers blah blah blah, and they go on and on and on. But there is no solution to a problem.
India can do nothing about the cause of this problem. Too many big cats in the wrong places. Tiger numbers in protected areas have nearly doubled since the 1970s. With no fences, big predators have spilled out into the rest of India, where the human population has increased 2.5 times in the same period. It's a recipe for human-wildlife conflict of the most bloody kind. I've come to Kanha Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh in pretty filthy weather, as you can see. But there's another storm brewing here because they've got a wildlife conference, and for the first time in 50 years they're introducing the topic of hunting. 250 delegates have come to the forest area celebrated in the Jungle Book. This is Sher Khan's home, and it's one of the best places to see a tiger on the subcontinent. They are here to discuss the future of the 1972 Wildlife Protection Act, which ensures that all Indians can legally do with big cats is watch them. This animal has a broken back and has been in a cage at a government wildlife rescue centre for a year. This one, you can see, has lost all of its canine teeth in its cage and now needs expensive dental implants before it can be released. India's zoos are filling up with man-eaters. This animal, nicknamed Raj Kumar, reportedly killed 8 people before ending up at Nagpur Zoo. Both sides are coming out fighting about how to treat big cats.
This not only supports the endangered species of wildlife, it also supports extra wildlife habitat.
But that study was later challenged by Humane International and said that all those claims are only exaggerations.
It is not based on any studies, it is based on a consensus in the House. But you send me the message.
No, I am saying that recommendation is coming from a presentation which is based on the study of Safari Club International.
So I don't think it's about
introducing the word hunting into India. It's just that for the last 75 years since independence, for much of the time we've been told that it's all about preservation, that it's such a big battle against a really rapidly expanding human population, that conservation is not the answer, preservation is. And that combined with the fact that people worship animals and animal gods. So you have the elephant god Ganesha, you have the goddess Durga who rides on her tiger. To tell people that you're going to be killing the ride of goddess Durga or the elephant god Ganesh becomes really difficult.
Latika Nutt is a world-renowned tiger conservationist and photographer who runs a luxury resort hidden in India right next to the local tiger reserve. Like everyone who lives near tigers, she keeps her ears open for commotion that could signal an attack.
The tiger killed his cow on our land.
Preservation, not conservation, is a hard-line doctrine. It may work when there are not enough tigers, but it stops working when they start eating people.
So, that kills also.
Yeah, that kills also. And he said that in that Nala. So I was telling him, don't go walking around, you will get killed. No, the human population is growing. We have now beaten China and we have become the best and the first in the world population-wise. So yeah, we are breeding. The animals are breeding, and they don't say, oh yeah, we have got food. There's a food constraint, so we will keep our populations down. Neither human beings are doing it, nor are the animals doing. So yep, we are going to. And wildlife conflicts and habitat management are going to be the two major reasons for conflicts in India.
Outside the conference, we bring together two of the main characters for and against hunting in India. Would you say you disagree with each other on the core idea of hunting?
No, it's the application. You see, if the local people, again, there is no one common answer. You have to vary it from place to place. The problems are different.
Rewriting the Wildlife Protection Act may be a long way off, but the debate is underway. The process to legalise hunting in India has started.
I think that people who live on the edge of areas where there is an increase in human-wildlife conflict would definitely support measures to remove problem animals. And I think if that was the way you started, it would be much more acceptable.
Meanwhile, ordinary people in India are suffering every day.
तो क्या हुआ?
नहीं, मैं अब ड्यूटी करके नहीं गया, शाम को मेरे साथ में हो ना.
While he was coming along the road after finishing his duty, he was returning home when the leopard was sitting there behind these bushes, and it charged at him, and he then went ahead, and the leopard was chasing him for some time.
Leopards kill as many people as tigers every year. There are up to 75,000 snake bites a year, many of them lethal, and there's no compensation for farmers from crop damage caused by India's 35,000 elephants, up tenfold since the 1970s. Human-wildlife conflict in India is a problem that's only going to get worse. For more on this problem, including extra interviews, go to fieldsportschannel.tv/tiger.